Hello, everybody. I, hello. I'm here to present you my company, Please.com. So, as you can see on this screen, we do grandma-friendly decentralization in the travel industry. Why do we say grandma-friendly? We say grandma-friendly because we make sure that anybody can use Please.com. So I'm going to go through the problems that we are currently solving and how do we solve them, and you will understand what we mean by that. So currently, the travel industry has two big problems. The first one is for the travelers. Currently, the travel industry is really segmented and provider-centric. They are not at all customer-centric. So this leads to travelers having to browse like websites, like search for accommodation when they plan their next trip. They search accommodation, they compare prices, and then they go and find what they can do in their next, like what they can do, how they can compare the prices for what they can do, where they can eat. And this is a nightmare, many things to do. The second problem in the travel industry is for service providers. Service providers have to go through online travel agencies. Online travel agencies are Booking.com, Expedia, etc. These middlemen, they demand high fees to these service providers. They even outbid them on advertising networks such as Google AdWords. And service providers have no other choice but to comply to what these OTAs demand. So how do we solve these two problems? We are a marketplace. So a marketplace has two sides. We have the service provider side and the traveler side. How does it work? Service providers list their services on our marketplace. When they list their services, we are progressive. So if they are blockchain knowledgeable, if they are knowledgeable about the blockchain, they can decide to list their service as a smart contract. If they do so, we help them deploy that smart contract in one click. So it's just a checkbox. Then when they have created their service, it's accessible by either travelers who know blockchain or travelers who don't know blockchain. That's where we are grandma friendly. Anybody can come and book a service whether they know blockchain or not. They don't need to know the underlying technology. Trip creators are people who are interested in creating those trips. So, for example, let's say you are a service provider. You want to promote your service, so you can go on this platform and create trips. For example, let's say you provide guiding tour to a vineyard in California. You could just go there, create a trip for wine lovers, and say, as a wine lover, you should sleep there, you should eat at this place, and you should come and visit this vineyard. Okay, so this is augmenting your service. Then for travelers, when they want to book their next trip, they can just say, please find me a wine lover trip in San Francisco. And they will come up with those list of trips that are ordered by rating, that are reviewed by other travelers who have already taken them, which makes it much easier to make your choice. Hence why we save travelers time. So it's important to note that every service that's on our platform could be from the traditional industry, such as hotels, restaurants, and professional tour organizers, or they could be from the sharing economy. So you could have people proposing to share their home, people proposing to cook dinner for other people at their table, and people sharing their passion or their hobbies. As an example, I live in Cayman Islands, and I love freediving. So I can go on Please.com. I've actually done it already. So I've added my service on Please.com for a freediving lesson in the Cayman Islands. So what makes us different? We have some competition, of course, which include Google Trips, TripHobo, Furcoat, Road Trippers. As you can see on this graphic, they allow you to book whether it's automated trips, which are made automatically by the algorithm, or curated trips in the case of road trippers, which are trips created by usually their team or the people they know, but none of them is really making it so it's anybody can create trips. And all of them, they stop at the line where you have to book. On their website, you need to go off on every website. You need to go off to booking.com. You need to go off to Airbnb. You need to go to every website to book everything. On our website, you can just click book, and that's it. So we make it very easy on this side. As you can see also on this slide, you can see three stars. We have homes, food, and activities in terms of sharing economy. Those other websites, when they do include sharing economy, they only include the home side, not the whole experience, just the home. The travel industry is a big industry. It's worth $2.5 trillion. Okay, out of those $2.5 trillion, 20 to 40 billion is estimated to be the size of the sharing economy. Why do we focus on this sharing economy? Because we believe that's where we provide the most value. Currently, there is no website, no service that includes services like pre-packaged trips, including services from the sharing economy. If you go to a travel agency, for example, you will have traditional economy, but nothing from the sharing economy. So that's where we believe we have a really good niche to target. So what is our business model? We have an evolving business model. So we take booking fees and we take advertising fees. So how do the booking fees work? When you add a service on our platform, if you are just a standard user, you don't know blockchain, you don't know anything, you just add on our platform like you would on any other platform like Booking.com or Expedia or Airbnb. And every time someone books your service, we just take the same percentage as the others do. If you are a blockchain knowledgeable user and you add this service as a smart contract, then you just use us for listing your service. So we don't process the transaction, the blockchain does. So if someone else is coming and is not knowledgeable about the blockchain, trying to book your service, we will act on the blockchain on their behalf, and in that case, we take fees from their side. If that person is knowledgeable about blockchain and book through your smart contract directly, or is connecting on our platform using tools like MetaMask, for example, then in that case, the transaction goes directly on the blockchain. So the more decentralized services on our platform there are, and the more people come through, the more blockchain knowledgeable travelers come through to book trips, the less booking fees we make. So we have this second revenue model, which is advertising revenue. It's great that when you're a service provider, you add your service on a platform, but if you're not noticed by travelers, you will never get any bookings. So you can sponsor your content, and we make revenue on that. So we are expected to make 200 million revenue in the next 3 years. So how do we reach those 200 million revenue? So we are targeting, so like I said earlier, we are a marketplace, so two sides of the marketplace, except that we have this third side, which is the trip creators. Those trip creators are branding, content creators, for example, travel influencers. They may be tourism offices who are trying, to really promote an area or promote some services or promote their brand. So we count on the fact that these guys are really looking for new websites, like co-blogging or websites where they can really promote that brand. And we offer them a trip page where the trip is, of course, useful for the traveler, but at the top of the page, they can really promote their brand. They can add a link to their website, to their Instagram, whatever. So we are really focused on them. Service providers, to solve the chicken and egg problem, we are including service providers from all over the industry through external APIs. We have a local ambassador program that anybody can join. So anybody in any area can say, I will refer such or such service provider. the more service providers they refer, the more tools we give them to refer more service providers. So we'll give them maybe T-shirts to give away or banners or whatever. We are also planning to partner with channel managers who are used by bigger service providers to multi-post to many websites like Booking.com, Expedia, and Please.com. For travelers, we are planning on using a referral program, so $25 per each traveler that you refer. We are planning to use affiliation, so we are an API-first company, which means that all our services can be reused very easily to create affiliate websites. And of course, as is used in the travel industry, a lot of paid acquisition. And we hope to retain our users through our tokenomics. So all of this, I believe, is a good vision, but we need good execution as well. So where are we? So I am the CEO. Vladimir is our CTO. Christy, our head of marketing, and Sarper, our head of product. All of us have, I see there's a logo missing. All of us have experience in the travel industry and the IT industry. So from Atos, Rocket Internet, which is missing, Living Social, and Hotels Pro. Our protocol is a set of smart contracts, oracles, proxies, and apps. Every part of this protocol has been proven in our MVP. So we have an MVP where you can already go on and deploy your smart contracts. Sorry. Those oracles are used to make sure that the bookings that happen outside of the blockchain are updating the smart contracts which are on the blockchain. The proxies are used to make sure that any booking that is made on a smart contract is also updated on our website. And our apps are all our front ends, all our portals, such as our website, our mobile app, or our chatbot. So this is an example of our first app, which is our marketplace that we run on Please.com. So we are planning to go, we are currently in pre-production, and we are planning to go live in the coming weeks. This is our messenger bot that is voice enabled, so you can actually say, please book a romantic trip to Paris. And then it will come up with suggestions of trips you could take in Paris. So this is currently in MVP. So thank you for your time, and I'm open to answer any questions you may have.